So let's actually see if we are live. I think we are. We should be anyway. We should be. Holy bananas, don't do that. And there we are. We have the chat option so people can see what people are writing. That's good. Are we live? Yes, we are live. That is perfect. That is amazing. And we have low latency. Cool. We like that. That's good. Go away with you. And then that is, again, I'm just working on a different screen here. And now you're seeing that one. Yes. Check, check, check. Just gonna post the link in the Substack as well so people can see. Good. Should be up and running. Cool. Where is the chat? There it is. Cool. So let's see if people are joining or not. Usually we get like 30 people. 30. I think that's a record. Which again, hello Zach. What a day. Yeah. What a day. Actually, what a the past week was not too bad either. Neither. Right. Again, I'm just working on one screen here with updating the Substack, the videos that I just did for the people. Talking a little bit about maybe it's looking a bit too nice short term. But yeah. But yeah, again, as always, fire away, and we can have a chat here for like maybe 40 minutes. Then it's almost midnight, and I need to get up in like 5 hours. So. And I am wasted today. I did 400 push-ups today, so my arms are completely, they're gone. Pull-ups are good too, yeah. Actually, I'm trying to mount a pull-up, what's it called, like a bar right here. So I can do that in between, shots. So. I can only do 2. I would love to do 10 though, but I think I need a lot more practice in order to get to 10. I can do 2 and then my body cramps out. So yeah, 10. I think I would love to do 10. I would really, that would be amazing to do 10. 10 pull-ups. Again, fire away questions. We can do silver here just so you. Again, we can look at silver here until we get the questions coming in. That is. I'm just uploading here on a different screen, so don't mind me. Do not mind me at all. Just checking. Post. Good. MP. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm gonna check that one out. Just gonna do the uploading here. It's interesting to see when, and I mean when, oil is gonna follow platinum. Right? If we get a bigger pullback in platinum, we could see that, final leg low on oil, I guess. Yeah. Then we're gonna do that, then we're gonna do that. Just give me 27 seconds and I should be ready to rock with you guys. Hopefully you're still seeing the correct. Yeah, you're good. We're good. That's fine. Just fire away with the questions. Yeah, fire away. Then we can have 40 minutes of chit chat, back and forth, and go. I am ready. So much stuff to do. Cool. I'm just gonna take it from the top. So let me just pull-ups are good. Yes, I'm gonna aim for 10, and then I'm gonna let you know when I can do 10. even though I can only do 2, maybe 3 if I'm really pushing it. Rig. Let's look at rig. I think it's this one here, right? Isn't it? Still overall, downtrend vibes. So, but it's trying, it's trying to break this little blue, whatever kind of channel that is. It's trying to break it. But I think we need the help. Well, excuse me. Good. You can see here, this is what I'm looking at now. It's trying to do a funky little head and shoulder here, trying to pierce that. Right. So if we get that, we could actually see a move to 5 something. But the overall bigger breakouts is not. Again, the chart is very difficult to get a clean grasp of. But again, this one here seems like a no-brainer. That's the big one, right? That's the biggie. It goes back 20 years. That's the big one. Anything in between is, it's not noise, but it is very difficult to get correct. I think you have a low-ish, accuracy rating if you would try to do that. But trading north that 3.4 is a very good start. Very good start to me. SILJ, cool. Again, I just did the update for Substack, and again, my intro was also maybe short term. Are we a bit too excited? Long term, I have no issues at all. I mean, look at that clean breakout, 10 years, 15 years. But maybe, again, this is the difficult part. Are we getting a bit too excited here? Could it be that we're gonna be in for something fancy going on there? I wouldn't be surprised though, but I'm not gonna react to it basically. Hell, even in worst case, we could see a big backtest though, right? In worst case. So, but yeah, the long term hasn't changed at all. That's all. Silver, I want to show you something really funky. In a good way, that is. Look at this one here. We're going to look at the momentum only. Can you see it on my screen? Yeah, you can see that. Cool. Look at this one here. This is momentum against the long-term 200-day. And the 200-day is mainly used by, big institutions. And they will often not buy something that don't have a positive 200-day moving average. So what we can see here now is actually price breaking out, back testing the breakout, and now going higher. And this is all already in an environment where the 200-day, I don't have it on here, or do I? Is this the 200-day? Yeah, it's already sloping up quite nicely. So if we could get a move here where silver outperforms that, outperforms this, right? So that is very interesting. And on the 2-hourly, if I remember correctly, we are also trying to break out here. This goes back to June. So no matter how I draw this kind of, these trend lines here, we are also breaking out from that on the 2-hourly. Again, that is actually quite good, to say the least. I'm very interested in that kind of thing. So yeah, for now, again, ever since we broke 40, I said, we don't have much volume traded above 40, so it could go very fast. Tungsten, I just actually updated for the Substack. Interesting trend line breakage coming up, I think tomorrow, to be honest. But yeah, SVM, could we do SVM? Could we do SVM? 1 second, I'm just checking here because we have that on our list. I don't want to reveal, you can say, too much. I'm looking at a different screen here. No, I don't think I want to do this one because we're getting some pretty interesting moments here very shortly. I'm sorry, Grant. I'm sorry. Yeah. I have to keep something, Jameson B options on, thoughts on taking leaps options. I don't have much experience with that. all I can say again, I'm very interested in the stock and did some long calls 2 weeks ago, and we are soon hopefully breaking out of something bigger. So that is my, without revealing too much from the stop stack updates, that is my view on SVM. Scott, yeah, I think oil again. Maybe we get that pullback, bigger pullback you can say on platinum, maybe, and that again could be part of gold taking that final leg down to maybe 50. But ultimately, platinum and oil is heavily correlated to each other. So yeah, but yeah, 2026 I think could be a really good year for oil. I think that's that I can see. What else do we have here, Mr. Sam? Oh, hello, Sam. Lucy? Yeah, I can't remember. Oh, yeah. Yeah, look at that. Again, I can't remember the chart, but if we have talked about it, I'm sure that we talked about this breakout here. Otherwise, it's not this chart, because that is a lovely entry. Roughly 2.5-ish. Now we are at 3.5. Holy bananas, that is cool. Looking back longer term, what do we have here? A bit of a mess. Long term it's a bit of a funky one here, but yeah, I think we still have more upside to maybe 5.5 or so, maybe 5 to 5.5. But yeah, that one was the big one, 2.5. And if we talked about it back in the last stream, I hope at least, I would have said that one is a big one, because I would, yeah. Hopefully I gave you that was my answer, right? Yeah, today up on volume as well. So something must has Vuxi achieves wave protection milestone, blah 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 blah, million investment. Okay, cool. They got some funding one way or the other, and we're up nicely, breaking out. That's cool. Kagan corrections, yeah, like we just talked about, uranium stocks, gold stocks, silver stocks has been doing tremendously for the past few months, and I actually turned very bullish 18 months ago, but we're definitely seeing some catching up right now, and yeah, I wouldn't go that far and say parabolic moves, but at least in the short term, it's getting very, very steep. And we're also seeing some gaps now, on the day. So let's see. Will there be a pullback / consolidation for a few months? Yeah, it will come. And hell, even, I don't hope it happens, but we could see a 20% pullback also. Backtesting that big breakout line, that could also happen. Which, by the way, will be a buying opportunity. So, URA is looking long-term immensely good. Wow, I wouldn't even start to. This one is just now turning up on the weekly. So yeah, long-term incredible, short-term, as I say, nothing goes in a straight line. So yeah, but yeah, we can do the again, just uranium green everywhere and silver and gold in the stocks that we track on Substack also. Yeah, but as I say all the time, we get smacked in the face from time to time, and this time will be no different. Again, it's going to be. Oh yeah. It was the April one. It's up quite big today, isn't it? I haven't checked the April one. I think it's like 10, right? Wasn't it 10% or 14? Holy bananas. Yeah. I had a bull flag over here though. I haven't. Yeah, I remember that the one you posted is actually like, very smaller time frame kind of wedge here. But yeah, what a move that was. Did we have some news? No? Amazing. Yeah, truly amazing. Yeah. 4-hour bull flag. Yeah. Like a bull pennant, I think is the more. But anyways, Potato, yeah. Wow. That is... I think we do have some resistance here, though. Right? I think that one should be on the chart. Well, it should be, again, at least in the short-term stuff here. Because I think that's the one that needs to break before... the lower one, no, I don't like that one. It doesn't matter. But yeah, so far it's good. Good volume as well. That's cool. That is very cool to see. And yeah, again, this one we can easily, you know, just enjoy a little bit because it had, again, like I say all the time, you get 10 of these per year and you're set. That is all you need. Look at that. That was a 2021 to 2024, almost 3 years worth of, you know, building up, and it was bought heavily at 2, and now we are at 6.5. So yeah, that is really good. I like that. Defiance, yeah, Defiance has, and I've said that, you know, I even did a video on that, only on that stock like a few months ago. I think long-term Defiance has one of the better looking setups. We just looked at Abra, looking back 3 years. What is this? We can actually share that. I think it's fine. Boom. Anything north, roughly around where we are now, that's a no-brainer to me. You know, 0.3 and above, roughly, maybe a bit higher, but you get the idea. Yeah, we can happily share that one. That looks amazing. That looks, you know, this stuff here. Boom. Lithium. Oh, sorry. Ooh. I think a pullback is nearby, which is fine. But again, we turned bullish July the 25th was the first long call, and then we had actually 3 just after. So yeah, lithium looks really good, but I think a pullback is coming, and we need a little bit of digestion here. Again, no one is going to call it top, but we might need a little bit of something there. Oh, BE. I'm so far behind because I had to do the... oh, yeah, getting close. Again, we can share this oil stock. It's fine from the stock stack. It is okay to give a little bit here and there. What I'm seeing is a very large inverse head and shoulder going back 10 years. And I think this can be bought at 7 point, maybe above 7. Yeah, above 7, maybe 7.2. And you have a long entry. Yeah, 7.2. Iloro, oh, it's been a while. We actually removed that one from the list at some point because it was so messy. It's still grinding, right? It's still just grinding that lower trend line here. So what do we need to see, right? We need to see... And I will say this, back in the day, I was watching this one here. I'm like, this is the perfect bull flag. It doesn't get any better. Breakdown. That sucked because this was just, I love that every day of the week, right? Look at that. And then we broke down. And it went from like 3 to basically 0.7. Ouch. So what do we need to see? Do we have momentum coming in? I'm just going to check here. Nah. I don't know. It has some work to do before I'm interested. So yeah, you get some vibes here, a bit of a grinding one. But I guess unless we see that correction in the miners, I think this one, since it's lagging so much, could get hit hard in the face. If we don't see a pullback, you know, or consolidation in the miners nearby, I think this is going to be negated because, you know, every, you know, I think the entire markets of silver and gold will pull it up. But there are way better candidates, in my view, at this moment compared to Iloro. Again, it might do this though, but again, there are way better candidates, way better. Scott, what? That one I haven't checked. I know for sure. For sure. Small guy, no. Or I have something on here. Okay, so, I don't know. Oh, okay, I remember now, yeah. First off, again, whenever I see a chart like this, automatically as a default, it's not interested, right? As a default, because it's so yeah. But again, yeah, I guess there were some sort of stuff going on here, right? But yeah, it looks good. I wouldn't buy it though, but it looks good. Do we have? I think we have a channel as well. I think we can. No. Yes. No. Yes. It's not my favorite, but again, I could. But I think there is more upside. Yes. What is it? Precious metals? Yeah, of course it is. Yeah. Yeah. 30%. That is pretty cool. That is not too bad. Oh, you took the breakout, I guess, right? Yeah, I mean, taking that breakout is not. I mean, it's not bad by any means. It was too early. Okay. But the chart itself, maybe if this one was actually down here. No, sorry, maybe down here, right? Let's say, and then you had that kind of thing. That would have had my interest big time, but that one there kind of ruins the entire picture for me. So, just a little bit. Just gonna check ASA here. Are we at all-time highs? No? Yes, we are. It goes back, wow, it goes back a long time. Just gonna check. Just breaking out long term here on the ASA ETF. What about the lower side? Do we have a match? I think we do. Yeah, we do. Look at this. That's a good sign long term. Not gonna lie. It's, yeah. That one there, again, looks really good, but we were breaking down, of course. FPX, Steven? Cool. Let's see what it is. FPX. I guess it's the nickel. Yeah, Denison looks really good. It looks really fun. It looks amazing. Ooh. Okay, who were the 3 monthly time frame? Split maybe. Tricky one. I'm not gonna lie, this is very tricky. I guess, you know, we are breaking out here, I guess, to some degree. Not totally in love, but again, I would buy any you know, kind of pullback, you know, bull flag, whatever I would buy, but a bit tricky for me to align myself with. But definitely breaking this stuff up here is a really good start. So if we, could it be that we get something like that and then break? That would be good, but way too early to say. Denison. Oh, that's a lot of stuff going on here. I have to remove some of that. Okay. That we don't care with. This we don't care. We don't care with that. That one we want to switch color. So yeah, what's Denison up to here? Wow, it's sitting at 14-year highs after last week break. Where do we go from here? We go to, we're now at 2.3, roughly 2.7. I don't see a reason why we shouldn't get to that 4.2. Yeah, not in a straight line though, but again, one could argue as well, right, that this is a head and shoulder also. So yeah, Denison looks incredible, but again, I wouldn't buy it here. It's too, at least for me, at least risk reward wise, it's too light. But yeah, if you have it, no brainer basically. Eskay Mining, cool. Let's have a look see. And why don't I have any music in my ears now? I just realized after, what is it, 15 minutes? And no, you can't hear it, by the way, because I can't seem to get the audio correct. You know, the level. Ah, excuse me. Yeah, it's definitely. Oh, okay. I see something here. Just gonna keep it simple here. This little bow flag here. If you want to get into ESK, that's your ticket in. That one there. Yeah, that's your ticket in. I'm just gonna do it here. It's gonna see. I'm gonna find the trend, the downtrend here, and see how far we have been breaking out. I'm just gonna. Yep, there it is. Cool. This should be our. Sometimes you do have to do a little. Oh, that's good. That's, oh my God, that's fantastic. Look at that. Again, just confirming my initial thoughts. That bull flag in ESK is your ticket in. I hope we align the lower side, come. Oh, come on, really? Beautiful. Lovely. There it is. Yep. So what we're seeing is actually the breakout here. June, breakout, backtest within a bull flag. So the level I would look for is somewhere around just below 40 cents. Yeah, 40 cents is a really good reason to get in. Stop loss below 30. Yeah, that is good. That's really good actually. That is actually quite good. You can see where we peaked over here. So I'm fully expecting once we break the bull flag, we're gonna do something like that. I would be surprised if we didn't see that. So yeah, that looks good. That's actually quite good. Not gonna lie. That's actually quite good. Long term, what do we have? Just gonna see here. Oh yes. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, 40 cents. I think you have a good one there. Yeah, it's actually a quite nice looking chart. You can see once we clear 40, we've also cleared, you know, most of this stuff here. You can see we would be all the way up here, above that high, most of these highs, that high. Yeah, I think 40 cents is a really good start. PLG, I can't do it, Jameson, because we have it on the Substack actually. Looking at it now, so I can't do that one. Sorry. AG, Zach, cool. Let's do AG. If I can find my keyboard, we do this one. Oh, some old drawings here. Yeah, Sam. It could be an Explorer. I don't really know, but I think that 40 cents level. That's one you should look at in more detail if you want to. It's I like that one, to be honest. Yeah, First Majestic, insanely bullish, and we bought it here. Well, that one there, roughly 7.5 was our entry. And again, yeah, we have the targets roughly 24 here on the AG, which is basically all-time highs until we see any, anything that we really care about. High lows all the way up, long term. Switching music here. That's a very bad playlist. Oh, excuse me. I think we could see some, again, we're getting close to what I call like the waterfall level here. Something like that. This stuff here, where everything just went haywire. Typically you see some, resistance here is close to like 14. Yeah. That bucks that. I think we see some resistance there, but MKR. Let's have a look. I assume it's this one here. 6 million? Wow, that's small. It's a small guy, so it's difficult to do. I think, again, this is a 6 million one, so keep that in mind. But I think I wouldn't be interested until we clear that. And even then, we might want to wait for the breakout, maybe. But I think there are way better options. But the reason is I like, maybe. LAC, I've seen you scuffed with the ratio, but I'm just going to check LAC on another screen because we are looking at that. No, I can't do that one neither, Jameson. Sorry, it's well, it looks good actually. It's the Substack, one we have on the Substack, just been talking about last week, and actually have had buy signals on. Looks really good. So, oh, you are cool. Then you you should know how we view that one. We've looked at that one last week, right? I remember now, Jameson. Yeah, Monday was the moment we looked at that. Last Monday. Trying to clear. Yeah, LAC looks. Yeah, really good. Ratio Bannerman URNM. That's interesting. I think I have a few lines on that. That is very old. You might have to delete those. Yeah, exactly. So going back 5 years, nothing really has happened, right, in this ratio. But that one there, you want to maybe undercut that a little bit. That's fine. If Bannerman can break out from that, if you only hold URNM at that point in time, you should sell some URNM in favor of Bannerman, because we're gonna be in for a big outperformance, most likely, depending on how we put this one here. Could be down here, but no matter what, we should be in for a big outperformance by Bannerman. Where's my I need to find a charging cable. Oh, don't do that. Cool. But yeah, that's, again, if this was a stock, right, I would be all over this one. I would be all over this one. When we break, of course. Or if you can find like an internal entry. But that is fantastic. Well, so by the look of things here on the weekly, this should be the final little period before Bannerman starts to outperform URNM. It should be. It should be. Oh, messy. You can't really do much there. So. Yeah. Interesting ratio, yeah. I'm getting those pullback vibes, but again, on the Silje, like I talked about today also. But no one can ever call a top. At least that's a losing game, so. Find. Yeah, that's the base load one. And I will say one thing. I lost like 30-40% of this one, by the way. Sold, I can't remember exactly where, but like a year or two ago, I sold this one. How to frame. The uranium sector has really been doing well. Then we have a stock that is not doing. So I think there are better opportunities. Yet again, often you see a bit of and then it will be lifted up as well, right? So it's not bad to buy a lottery ticket down here and just forget that money and see what happens. But it can be done. It can be done, yeah. But you often get a bit of a false breakdown first. But this is a bit more risky, right? A bit more risky. I think it's one of the worst performing uranium stocks that there is. Top 5 easily. So. Yeah, it has. That looks good though. CXU. That looks good. It's a small stock, so as you know my view, keep the sizing small, but yeah. That looks good, yeah. It does. Yeah, Penn, yeah, has really, and actually I think it was last week. No, it was this weekend. No, it was last week. I said if you want to try to buy like a bottom, even though that is not the best thing to do, but sometimes there are, what can you say? There might be a reason to do so. I think Penn has been doing that V-shaped bottom or is about to, but yeah. But the Penn, yeah, has been really bad, and I've actually been keeping people out of that, even though many people on X said that Peninsula is really good, fundamentally really good, but the chart just no. No. Peninsula, here it is. You can just see I have modified the chart a little bit along the way, and the reason why I think we could be, this could be that blow off to the downside is very high volume, parallel, getting tagged, puking. Right, and that's why I said last week, again, you could start to buy stuff down here if you want to try to get a portion. Maybe don't do a full, a full purchase if you have allocated X amount of money. Maybe only do like a third. But the volume coming in, puking, V-shape potential. Yeah. That was my reasoning, so. Load, what is that? Comes on. Chemicals? No. Nothing for me at this moment, I guess. It's no. Maybe in the future, but no, not now. Tudor gold. Yeah, I'm gonna remove the X. Long call at 0.9 or so, roughly. Looks fantastic. Buy any pullback that you can. You want you the ratio, Zach? Or Tudor SIL-J ratio? Or? Yeah, the CXU is still, keep it small, see what happens. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, SIL-J. Oh, we looked at that initially, I guess. I mean, from a long-term perspective, this looks outstanding. However, short-term, I'm not gonna try to play cute and all that, but yeah. Oh, look at that momentum breakup. That is amazing. So long term, we have a lot more room to go, and we will be in a period of actually the price outperforming the 200-day over a long time, a year or two. Yeah, I mean the long-term stuff for this is just amazing. Again, buy every pullback. Every pullback is a buying opportunity if you can get a good entry on basically any silver stock, gold stock. Yeah. Oh yes. That is lovely. Break out from the two. This is so good. Maybe you want to align it a little bit differently like that. I think you get the idea. And this is what we're seeing now on the silver chart as well. Look at that. This is only momentum, by the way. Oh, really? What happened here? Did I mess up my trading view now? I guess. Well, we don't have momentum on anymore. Anyway. I have to reload that after the stream. Let's do 5 more minutes. We have gotten some good questions, I guess. Into discovery. Oh, that's the DSV, right? I assume you're talking about DSV. Yeah, how was that? Oh, yeah, the one that got away. I'm not gonna lie. Again, we're all humans, and for some, maybe I didn't have capital, whatever, at that point in time, but it's a bit sad though, right? But we've gotten some other good ones. Hitting resistance now, though. So hitting resistance as we speak. The one that got away. One of them, you know. There has been a few. ASL, that's a big guy, right? I think it's a big Australian. Yeah. Oh, not a big guy. Oh yeah, that's the triangle that we were looking at. I actually mentioned to the people Substack 1.25 or so is your breakout, and it could actually run quite heavily here based on that whole thing. Breakout backtest, perfect, perfection. I don't own this one, but again, it was mentioned on the Substack for that one. K92. Looks good. I'm having difficulties drawing this one, I guess. But yeah, holy bananas. From like 4 to... Yeah, looking strong. When would I sell it? I want to keep it simple. Because I think I would sell... I don't own this one. I would sell it there. If we get to there at some point in time, that is, and I say if, that's your ticket out, in my view. Take it and be happy. There would have been, again, this could have been a way in, I guess. That one there. That one I kind of like. But let it trend, I guess. Yeah. Should we do Neo? I hate this cable. Yeah, we can do Neo. It's fine. Yeah, long call was made just north of 550, I think it was. Yeah, looks really good. Into some resistance here though, but the main downtrend has been broken, which is a really good first step. we did have some wedge vibes as well going into that breakout. So yeah. So again, would I buy it here? No. Again, but any, as I keep saying, any consolidation period breakout, check. $5.5, yeah, was the long call. Breakout back, breakout back test resumption for now. Do we have something going on the lower side? No. FME. It rings a bell, but small guy. Yeah, okay. I guess. Yeah. I think I got the major framework for it. This goes back 3 years. Breakout. And we have the last hurdle would be to clear that little high there at 2.4 cents. So it's a very, very, very small stock. That could be a reason to get in. Keep it very small, you know, in the size. The gap fill is a split, so it's not. It shouldn't be taken as a gap. It doesn't matter. It's just trading. You're not updating, you know, adjusting for that. So. But yeah, it should have a little run on here, even though these small stocks are tricky. But yeah, 2.5 cents and above, and I think we have a small portion can be bought. Yeah. KCN. Let's do two more. We do KCN and then we do CRLRMF. Wow, that was difficult to pronounce. Kingsgate. That's coal, precious metals. Okay. I have some old doodles on this one, as you can see, probably from an old update. Again, I wouldn't buy it here, but it looks outstanding. That was the initial and the long call there. Yes, I remember. Yeah, 1.8 roughly. Way more to come, and you basically buy any bull flag that you can find on the, I will say the daily, maybe the 2 hourly. So if you get a good reason to get in, let's say we get that, we get something like this. For instance, just making this stuff up here, you buy that breakout, right? Or if you could start to get something like that, for instance, if you get the opportunity, that's how I get in. Again, if you're a bit more, but it's also uptrends, right? So whenever you touch the lower trend line here, you basically buy that and ride the uptrend with a stop below. You can do it multiple ways, but long term it looks pretty darn good. I'm not going to lie, that looks really fantastic. Yeah, it looks incredible. Long term. If you're long, don't change that position. Bollinger Band monthly hugging, it's incredible. We're even hugging the 3 monthly time frame. So what happens on the weekend, the daily, you don't really care about for now. This one, I think is going to easily go to all-time highs. Not easily, but long. It looks really, really good. It's a big company, right? 1 billion. Right. I think this one could actually do some pretty sick moves. Looks incredible. Looks absolutely incredible. Kingsgate in Australia. Yeah. So any reason to get in where you can find a good entry and cap your risk, that's your ticket. But the big moment was down here, 0.8 at the handle breakout, basically. And that happened in May. It looks so good. Long term, it looks fantastic. It looks really good long term. I'm not involved in this one, and maybe if we get a longer period of consolidation and a good reason to get in, I will definitely try to find that entry. Again, this one here we have on the Substack on our Australian section, and I don't take every single stock that we look at, and this one I didn't take, but it looks, yeah, it's good. Long term, that is, remember, looking at the weekly and monthly time frame. Yeah, cool. Should we do one more? Oh, that was the CL. Okay, cool. Oh, Clean Air. Can I remember that one? Yes, I can, I think. Yes. No, it wasn't that one. No, I couldn't remember that one. Yeah, there's so many, and we have, I think the list on Substack is 60 silver and gold stocks in Canada and US alone. And then we have like 20 down under. And we might have equally as many in uranium. So again, yeah. Yeah. I'm just trying to... is this platinum? I can't remember. Is it platinum or precious metals? Small stock? No, it's not platinum. Oh, it is platinum. Cool, thank you. I'm just sitting here looking it doesn't mean I don't do anything or the camera is broken. I'm just trying to... Oh, that one there, it doesn't ruin the picture, but I would have loved this to be a bit lower. I would have loved this one to be, if we could have framed it that way, without that, ooh. But I still, yeah, that would have been quite insane though. Oh, it's... this is what makes, it's so difficult, technical analysis sometimes, trying to really get a good grasp of what the hell is going on, right? Some chart you can just look at for 2 seconds and like, there it is, perfect. And then you have all, but that's a bit more rare, right, compared to... I think we have... trying to... yeah, cool. I guess anything up 5 cents to maybe 5.5 cents. 5.5 cents could be a good entry. Again, this is a small stock, right? It's only, what is it, 12 million, so rarely will you get, perfect entries or perfect setups in these stocks here. But I will, when we break that one, as you can see here, and then the blue across here, I wish we didn't have that though, but it is what it is. 5.5 cents, maybe buy a little bit. So yeah, 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 yeah. I think that's how that could be done. Tricky. We will do. Let's do pluck. Oh yeah, a Substack hydrogen play. Yeah, cool. That was the long call last week, Monday. 1.7 or so, 1.7, 1.8 maybe. Long term, this is somewhat interesting with the big backtest here. Finally breaking that 4-year downtrend. So yeah, that is bullish. Yeah, that is bullish. Cool. We went 20 minutes over. We always do that. That's fine. It's midnight here. I will leave you to it, guys, wherever you are in this crazy world. So let's see what happens. In silver and gold, again, I'm getting, a bit of vibes here. Short term top. Should we do the RSI, even though I hate to do the RSI? Whatever. 80 on the weekly. Not crazy. Daily. Okay. Let's see, guys, what happens. Good. Have an amazing day, guys. Evening, night, all that good stuff. Cheers.